'cause we had to find out for ourselves just how far it's going to go. I don't think it's going to stop. I'd hate to see you find yourself alone. If I could build a house, could you make it a home for us? 'Cause you got tears on your heart of gold, but I won't let it rust. If you wanted the world, then I'll give you the universe. We'll have a castle when we're gray and old, and in our kingdom we'll fall in love. If I wanna know how it feels to be trapped inside your chamber, I'll call it home, 'cause that's where you'll be. When the fire isn't burning and you feel the tables turn, you won't be alone, 'cause that's where I'll be. 'Cause we have to find out for ourselves just how far it's going to go. I don't think it's going to stop. I'd hate to see you find yourself alone. If I could build a house, could you make it a home for us? 'Cause you got tears on your heart of gold, but I won't let it rust. If you wanted the world, then I'll give you the universe. We'll have a castle when we're gray and old, and in our kingdom we'll fall in love. And after all the cavalry is dead and gone, we're left alone to count the treasures that we stole. And they'll all finally be home. If I could build a house, could you make it a home for us? 'Cause you got tears on your heart of gold, but I won't let it rust. If you wanted the world, then I'll give you the universe. We'll have a castle when we're gray and old, and in our kingdom we'll fall in love. Now I built a house, and you had made it home for us. I tried the tears on your heart of gold, 'cause I won't let it rust. You wanted the world, so I gave you the universe. We have a castle we can call our own. In our kingdom we fell in love. Wish that I could replace the look I saw on your face. I don't want to believe I can lose you. Are you even aware that it just isn't fair? What more do you need me to do? Try, I can try, but you hide the things that I need to convince you. What if I should do the thing you want me to? What will be left of this for you to bury? Why can't you believe that I will never leave? That's a burden you don't have to carry. I don't need to compare with things that just aren't there. Will you ever believe I won't hurt you? I wish that you would let go of what you cannot control. How many ways must I tell you? Try, I can try, but you hide everything so deep inside you. What if I
Why?
His
You've got
flaps.
You've got one serious fucking Tintin haircut going on there.
I said it looks shorter.
Yeah, I had a skin fade. What was it, last weekend? And I clipped my beard off.
It looks like you took like some spit and just went like that.
Spit shine.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. Hey, hi. How's it going? Welcome to, what is this, episode 7? Oh, I can't keep track anymore. I don't know what day it is.
Oops.
Oh, we're also in a different time zone now, you know. We are 1 hour closer to each other, so I'm only 4 hours behind you guys. Or, yeah, 4 hours behind.
Okay.
You guys go ahead on what, the 26th, which is next week. So yeah,
next week.
Yeah. It's a week from today, so you're gonna go back at 2 a.m. Sunday, early, basically. So yeah,
Oh.
I'm only 4 hours behind you guys.
I didn't know that.
I'm catching up.
Yeah.
Yep. So and
time.
And it's Mother's Day over there, so happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Hope you're having a great Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And I don't even know when Mother's Day is over here, but it's weird because my mom hit me up and she said hi, and she like never messages. Well, she only messages me when she wants something, and yeah, it turns out that's what it was for. She wanted some CBD gummies.
Oh God!
Can we even say the CBD word anymore on here? I forget.
Yeah. Yeah, CBD's not fucking governed by Google and YouTube and all that wank-stain malarkey.
Yeah, well, you know how it goes. We're gonna get canceled, everyone. Yay. Ah, God. I'm dropping frames, but I don't think it's a lot of frames. I didn't change anything, so I mean, it's got to be my ISP. Whatever. How does it look? Do we sound okay? Do we look all right? I mean, we're here. It says we're live, so I think we're okay. Anyways, also happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy 1 day late St. Patrick's Day. I don't know how much of you guys celebrate that, but I don't know. For us over here, it's an excuse to drink.
I think it's an excuse to drink everywhere.
That's fair. I just find that the history of the holiday kind of interesting because he wasn't Irish, St. Patrick. He was Roman. He was what, Italian?
Well, if he's from Rome, that's in Italy.
So he was Italian. Went to the UK. Said, "I'm gonna get rid of all the." Well, he was gonna convert people, right, to Christianity or something.
Something like that.
Apparently, Bunny said he was Welsh. Yeah, we'll let Wales claim him. I don't know. I think it's a weird holiday. CC wants to know if... Did you shine your head in the Shino Ballo?
Oh,
no, Mike got in a fight with a lawnmower. That's why he doesn't have the mustache.
Yeah, thanks to my sister.
Why don't you tell the story, Mike?
Basically, I was trying to have a bit of a trim around the edges sort of thing. Like Nick said earlier, get rid of the hairs that go in the corner of your gob. And yeah, she came in and made me jump. I had the to my face and it was like, and Tash was gone.
No. I just stick my head out the car window when I want to get rid of mine. Normally between 55 and 60 mile an hour, does it?
As I said to Mike, I was like, that's something that you see in movies and TV shows.
You seriously must have to stick your head out the window facing forwards.
Yeah, and then it's like...
fucking drag you must cause with that hooter.
No, it's aerodynamic, isn't it?
If you stick it out sideways, you're causing drag.
Yeah, it's like a sail. The car just veers to the right.
It'd be like one of them bloody weather vanes on the top of the thing, wouldn't it? Nose goes out and his head just goes snap.
Yeah, he's actually working at the airport right now to tell the wind direction. Like, oh, which way is Mo's head facing? Okay, yep, there it is.
Right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
I can't say anything. I have a freaking huge nose too.
I'm only joking. I don't care. Don't bother me at all.
Yeah, so whoever wants to do a meme, Mo as a windsock.
Oh God, that could go sideways. Even me saying that.
Yeah, I got
Could go
Gibbs
sideways.
haircut. Look, see that shit?
Look at Mo. He needs to be on a Vidal Sassoon commercial or something. Just like sleek, whoa. Suave.
How did your stream go last night, Nick? Because I was up till fucking 4:00 in the morning. And
Oh God, it went sideways. The more I drank, I was still doing PCs just fine. By the way, the only reason I failed a couple of challenges was because I had one of my viewers in my ear going, "Oh, you should do this. You should do this." I was like, "All right, fuck it, let's do it." And then it's like, oh, 4 stars. I'm like, shit. But I ended up staying up until 6 a.m. on the stream, just drinking and bullshitting about PCs. And we were like, we're going back and forth with this kid about like what you should get for a PC and stuff. So, but I was schmammered. 3 sheets to the wind, 5 sheets to the wind, all the sheets to the wind. Yeah. But I saved up all of my internal rage all week so I could drink it away on Saturday night. You know, as you do. I wanted to celebrate getting through this week because one of my coworkers, Sam, is away this week on holiday. So it's been a pretty rough one for me, and I have a whole week ahead of me that's going to be rough as well. I'm working 55 hours this week, and at the busiest vape shop in the country.
That's fucking part-time hours.
Fuck off, Mike. I'm sorry I don't get to sit in a seat and turn a wheel like you used to. Knob jockey. Speaking of knob jockey, we should read a page out of the Book of Profanity. Hey. Shall we? Let's see. Shall we do a random one?
Go for it.
Whorebag.
fucking straight in there.
Whorebag, an oversexed and sexually uninhibited person, someone who gives many fucks. The word whore earned its leading letter W in 1535 when there is a record of the spelling change from whore with an H through though no evidence as to why that change occurred. The Old English word whore, meaning prostitute, has been in use since before 1100 CE. The word bag implies a whore so large that within herself she could fit many other whores. Man whore can also be applied to males. Judy fucked 2 guys last night. Such a whore bag.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? That's a good one. Didn't know that. You learn something new every day, right?
Yeah.
You know what they say, like, when you learn something new, something else like goes out, right? So like there's a point that I'm going to just push all other knowledge out of everyone's head with the knowledge of curse words. That's my plan. I was going to say, Mike, you're like you should have a PhD in swearing. Something about your mother's piss flaps or something. I don't know.
Yeah, your dad's piss flaps are incoming.
Just get Mike on a game of COD and you'll understand the entire vocabulary of swears.
We've not actually done a COD stream for a long time, Nick.
We haven't done, and I haven't played COD in months. I've been playing retro games. I've downloaded all the Duke Nukem 3D expansion packs. So, you know, a DOS game from 1997 on a massive 3080 and 5800X. You know, as you do. You do need to jump on it. If my head wasn't pounding, I would definitely be on it, but I can't handle gunshots right now. I'm fragile. Fragile. Real quick, I want to read through the people in chat here. So everyone type something in chat. Go. see. Start from the top. Dire Thing! Of course, Dire Thing is here. I took his spotlight by being the first one in chat today. Vapor Bunny's here as well. How we doing, Bunny? Paul Doling, how we doing, buddy? We've got Vaping Pasty. Hello, Pastry. We've got
Hello,
CC
Pastry.
Coils. CC Coils UK. Lovely sponsor of the show. What's up? Don't forget to use the code Who Needs Underpants for an extra 25% off if that code is still going. I'm not sure. Otherwise, use the code J Needs a Slap for 25% off your order. Vapor Bunny, CC Coils. We got Emily K. How we doing, Emily? We've got Andy. Andy's here as well. Hi, Andy. Hello.
Andy.
We've got a
Okay,
puddle.
Ops.
We've got a Puddle Jumper 84. What's up, my Canadian brethren? And Mo is in chat as well. We've got Neil
Hello.
Pitts. Neil
Hello.
Pitts. Hi. And yeah, that's it. Small crew today. It's all good. Hope everyone's doing great though. And now my mom is messaging me again. God damn it, Mom. Oh, but yeah, COD streaming, gaming PC. What was I going to talk about? I had something in mind that I wanted to say, but totally forgot.
Okay.
We were going to talk about movies, food, TV, something like that. I don't know. It was something. Oh, good
Pardon me.
Lord. Mo, get it out.
Sorry. It's a
Um,
spicy meatball.
What the hell were you know? You made me lose my train of thought. Now I can't remember.
Sorry.
We talked about horror movies a lot. We talked about retro games and nostalgia stuff. God, I had something. Oh, we were going to talk about alcohol. That's what we're going to talk about. I wanted to do a tier list. You know, you ever see those tier list videos?
Yeah.
Like,
Nope.
you know, no? Oh, well. So basically, you know, you have your S tier, which is like the highest, you know, it's godly, right? Then you have like A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and then F tier. Obviously F is going to be the worst. So we wanted to
That's what I'm funny.
place different alcohols on different levels, right? So like if you had to say your favoriteest alcohol of all time, just top S tier, never lets you down, what would it be, Mike?
Mead.
Mead. I knew it was going to be mead. Is there any specific mead that you like most?
My favourite mead is the Lindisfarne spiced mead.
It does sound nice. I haven't had mead in a minute. Like a while. Yeah.
Mm.
It is
Go for some.
fucking gorgeous. Especially at winter time.
It's one
It
of
is
those
nice.
things. Do you drink it warm or cold?
Cold.
I'd never tried it until you told me about it, and then I went and bought a bottle, and it was well nice.
Some
I'd
people
never
drink
had
it
before.
warm though.
Some do.
You're thinking of
Mulled wine.
drink that people have at Christmas. Mulled wine, yeah, that's it.
Oh.
You have like spices and.
But no,
stuff.
some people do actually drink mead warmed up a bit.
They?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that's like warm.
No, nor could I.
Well, it's like sake, right? Sake is like Japanese rice wine.
Yeah.
Mm,
And
That's also very nice.
it is, yeah.
lethal.
Yeah, it can be, especially when you're at the hibachi and you got the whole thing going on, and the guy comes over with sake and sprays it in your mouth. I don't know. Do you guys have hibachi over there? Like, where
What?
I don't know what that is.
you don't know what a hibachi is? A hibachi is like you sit around, and the table is around a grill, like a flat top grill.
Oh, right. Yeah, one of them things.
Yeah.
There are restaurants that do that. Yeah.
Okay, so they come out and they chop up the vegetables and they start flinging them at you, and then they build the little volcano out of the onion. They pour sake in the middle and light it up, and
Oh, cool.
yeah, they chop up all the meats, and each part of the grill has different temperatures, right? So they know where all the temperatures are. So they push all the vegetables to one side, they push the meats to one side, They have the egg. They spin the egg on the spatula, and they like flip it up, and then they hold it sideways, and the egg cracks open and spills out, and they make drawings and stuff with it, and
Oh, that's cool.
pour the rice over. It's actually pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's a good experience. It's a good thing, and like everyone has a good time. So, but you sit there and you're sipping a beverage, and you got they usually have this little fireman, and his Willie's hanging out, and he goes, more sake, more happy, and he squirts you with it. And if you have to chug, you have to like chug the sake, and you have to like tell him to stop, but sometimes they're douches about it and they start spilling it all over you. You end up with a shirt full of alcohol by the end of the night. God forbid anyone gets pulled over leaving there, but I've known people to do like 15-second chugs on the sake.
Or even, God forbid, anyone leans over the table.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
just whoosh. Yeah. Huddle Jumper said, dinner and a show. Yes, indeed. Hey, we also got UK Andy in here. How we doing, Andy?
Right, mate.
And so, yeah, there's sake, which is good. But traditionally, sake, men drink warmed sake. Wait. I think I have it backwards. I can't remember. Okay, hold on. Gotta Google it.
I've only ever drunk cold sake.
I've never fucking.
That's even in sushi restaurants.
I've never tried it. I've
never tried sake,
but not like Japanese rice wine or whatever.
Oh, it's fucking lovely.
So manners and customs,
and that stuff's fucking deadly. That stuff will make you fucking blind.
So let's see. Do men drink warm or cold?
If you want a alcoholic drink to make you go blind, drink paching.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I've tried it. That's made out of potatoes. And yeah, I've tried that stuff. It's fucking horrible. You never know what strength it's going to be.
Nope.
I think it is that.
I think I've had that.
They say sake is usually served warm. It's also quite good either chilled or at room temperature or hot. Cheaper sake is often warm to disguise its low grade, and premium sake is served chilled. Again, this is something you'll probably want to experiment with. They say, I think that the females are the ones that drink the cold sake, and the males drink the warm, cheap sake, I believe. But then again, it's 2023, and those types of traditions are kind of going out the window as well. But regardless, sake. Where would you rate sake on the tier list? If mead is S tier, then sake would probably be, for me, it'd probably be like a B. It's like I could go for it every once in a blue moon, but like not
B or a C.
Not every day. And like if given the opportunity, sake versus mead, you'd go for mead obviously first.
Yeah.
Okay. Mo, what would you have on your S tier list?
Tequila.
Oh God, tequila? Ooh.
Yeah, but it's got to be a decent tequila.
You do white or gold tequila?
It depends on the brand, but it's normally the clear stuff.
Yeah.
White. Like the gold stuff's nice, it's all right, but I find it more harsh. Like the higher end tequilas, you can sip them away, and they're really nice and smooth. They give you a little bit of a throat burn, but nothing like you buy in a regular bar. You got to know the top shelf tequilas. They're really nice.
Usually my rule for tequila is if you're mixing it like a real sweet margarita, then gold is acceptable because you're not drinking it for the flavor. You're going to get a headache either way because of all the sugar. White is for, better for sipping or for shooting. If you want to do tequila shooters, then I can only do white tequila. My favorite tequila is called Espolón. I don't know if you guys have it over there, but it's really nice.
I know fuck all about tequila. I've never had it.
That agave.
It's
agave or something like that. It's fucking lovely.
So
I went to a tequila bar in Cardiff, and they've got more tequilas than I ever knew existed.
Oh man.
and went to the bar, and they had like the bowl style glasses.
Mm-hmm.
They went around the rim of the top of it with salt.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mike is like,
Mike's just
what direction's
giggling.
this going?
Something about the word rimmed. I don't know.
And then they had like a blueberry liqueur, and then tequila in there as well. And they made it was like a spin on a tequila sunrise, but it was made from like almost like dark fruits, and it was
Ooh.
fucking gorgeous.
Okay, now you have my interest. All right.
Yeah.
I'm in.
But it was so smooth. That tequila, it had no harshness to it whatsoever. It was fucking, it was beautiful.
Oh.
But I could drink that stuff like water.
DC Coyle says he wants a bottle of Tito's vodka. You mean like this bottle of Tito's vodka that I have right here? That's almost empty.
I can't drink vodka. It messes me up.
Oh. See,
I honestly don't see the point of vodka.
go on.
I used to drink like New Year's Eve. I used
no
to have
flavour.
a shot.
It's not supposed to have flavor.
Every New Year's Eve, I used to have a shot of Polish vodka, which is, I think it was 88%. It was somewhere around absinthe strength. So
Ooh.
I had a shot of that, and it was like drinking terps. And then I'd have a cigar as well then, every New Year's.
So, thing with vodka is you can make it out of just about anything.
Yeah.
So, it's not supposed to have flavor, Mike. That's literally the point of vodka. The smoother it is, the better it is. But I don't like cheap vodka, obviously. Like, I don't like real dirt cheap. Like the Mr. Boston is one that is notorious over here for being shit.
The worst vodka we've got in this country is Tesco's own brand.
To be fair, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I've had the Costco brand vodka, and it wasn't half bad. Because they hired people from Grey Goose to make it for them. Like,
And I remember one of the times I went bushcrafting down on Dartmoor, one of my mates took a bottle of Tesco's own brand of vodka with Tesco's own brand of energy drinks.
oh,
Ooh, fucking hell.
I'm not joking you. He done the usual with like pouring the energy drinks into the vodka once the bottle was half empty, sort of thing, and it was glowing like a nightlight.
But the good thing about vodka, right? It's a multi-purpose tool.
Oh yeah, it's good for lighting fires as well.
Exactly. So you could light fires with it. You could disinfect wounds with it.
Mm.
Be a painkiller if you hurt yourself out there and need it. So,
Yeah, I'd still prefer whiskey though.
yeah, whiskey works too. But
Yeah, good whiskey.
okay, we're still okay. So we got tequila, we got vodka. My preferred brand of vodka is Tito's because it's American made and it's good. It's fine. It's acceptable. It's not cheap. It's not expensive. It's right in the middle. Smirnoff is acceptable
is
as well.
technically a salad. You feel like a salad after fucking drinking it.
That's for damn sure. But yeah, like there's Smirnoff vodka is triple distilled and it's actually pretty good. I used to think it was crap, but I think I was drinking the wrong ones because back in the day I used to drink all the flavored one, like the flavored vodkas, and that stuff is nasty. Don't drink flavored vodka. Flavor it with something.
Pops.
Yeah.
Oh man, the vodka mud shakes that they brought out back in the day. It was milkshake with vodka in it, and it was like 8%.
See,
and they did chocolate, strawberry, and
I'd rather do that with bourbon.
You were sitting there drinking milkshake. Yeah, you look like a bit of a ponce, but fucking hell, I tell you what, you get steaming after a few of those.
So remember what remember what we were talking about a few weeks ago with the Bloody Marys? Someone mentioned Bloody Marys. Neil Pitts mentioned Bloody Marys in chat.
Blech.
So remember the thing I was telling you about with the over the top Bloody Marys with the slice of pizza and cheeseburger and motorcycle on there?
Yeah.
So there's a place at the same casino that place is at that does those over the top Bloody Marys that does milkshakes, adult milkshakes. And it's the same thing. So there's like milkshake with a cupcake and a slice of pie and like all this other stuff. Sweet kind of
diabetes
pie,
in a glass.
Yeah, basically. And it's like chocolate covered and whipped cream and all the cherries and all this stuff. And they do it like alcohol in it and everything.
I bet that's nice, mind.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't have the sweetest tooth in the world, but I think I'd probably enjoy that.
when my sister goes on cruises, they do like the drinks package, right? And they have it includes what they have. It's like a martini bar. And when I think martini, I'm thinking James Bond, you know, shaken not stirred and all that.
Shaken not stirred.
But apparently there's like 11 billion different varieties, and they have like chocolate martinis and blueberry martinis and blah 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 blah.
Nom.
And I mean, she loves it. But for me it's like I can't get the word when I associate the word martini with an olive or an onion, you know, like that more savory flavor
Yeah.
and some gin.
An olive on a cocktail stick.
But so we've gone through vodka, tequila, mead. Let's see. If I was
The heathen.
my S tier, Caesar with a full crab on top. My S tier alcohol, I would have to say vodka would probably be my S tier because it's just the multi-tool of alcohols. You can do anything with it. You can have it mixed with anything, and it'll be fine.
Mm.
All right. Well, what about beer? Where would you rate beer?
Fucking where do I start?
Well, I guess it depends on what beer because people are gonna be like, oh, well, is it bitter? Is it lager? Is it cider? Is it blah, 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 blah. You know.
So beer, I can leave it
completely out. F tier.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd probably put beer around a C tier. I'd say because it depends on the beer that you've got.
You drink beer with tequila in it.
Rattling like.
I just don't like the taste of beer.
I think it depends on what beer. You've been to Brewdog, Mike.
Yeah, I've been to Brewdog. I've drank in Brewdog, but you know, Brewdog's far too overpriced for what it is anyway.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
I agree with Dyer. Dyer said Mike don't have time for such low ABV.
I don't know. I've had beers that are fucking. Well, I used to do beer streams, didn't I, on Facebook? Yeah. Beer tasting things. So, like some of the beers I've had in the past, fucking some of them have been like 14%, 16%.
Yeah. I mean, Brewdog's got that one. I think they call it Jackhammer.
That's the one. Yeah.
They do in the bars. I don't think they sell it in a can.
Yeah.
And I think that one's either 12 or 14%. I've tried it and it made me feel sick.
I think Lee gave me one that was 18%, I want to say. And it was aged too, so it probably went up a little bit. Well,
Leffe Blonde. Yeah, it's a good beer, that.
Andy says beer is S tier, especially Leffe Blonde. Yeah, that is a good one. I've had that. It is good. I bet it's way better fresh, though.
The only thing similar to a beer, or you could say is similar to a beer that I like, is a Caffrey's.
What is it?
What's that?
It's called Caffrey's.
What's a Caffrey?
It's similar to Guinness.
Ah, almost like a stout, is it?
Yeah.
I like a good stout.
I do like a stout. Okay. Yeah, I've had a few chocolate stouts and stuff like that.
It's nice. A nice, smooth stout.
Okay. Schmoove.
Full of iron as well, stouts, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
why. The thing is with Caffrey's, you can't taste it like you can in Guinness.
You get the stout shits the next day. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, look out for anyone that's drinking loads of Guinness, because the next day is rough. So let's see.
Exactly. You drink 4 or 5 pints of Guinness in the night. The next day you're making mud huts every time you go.
Oh man!
It always ends up in poop talk here. Jesus.
Mud hut. Fucking hell. Oh, it's grim.
All right. Stout, I would probably rate about I'm gonna say B tier for me. I was gonna go BC, but I'm gonna.
That's where I'm caught. Yeah, between B and C. Yeah.
Stout, yeah. What about ale?
Oh, I like a good ale.
Nah.
Yeah, Mike
Mm.
says leave it out. I'm gonna
Anything
say
beer is good.
I'm gonna say ale for me. Pretty much the same as stout. I'm gonna say B tier for that as well. And
Tell a lie,
we'll move.
there is.
Go on.
Sorry, I was going to say there is actually one lager I do like the taste of,
Go on.
and that's the Trooper.
Oh hell yeah, Trooper.
Yeah,
I've got the Queen beer downstairs. I haven't tried it yet though. I had it for Christmas.
I had
Comes with a fucking
You know what?
Queen glass and a presentation tin and stuff, similar to the. Is it the Trooper one, or
Yeah.
did they do that set of 3?
Trooper. They have at least 2 out that I know of, and I had a third one when I went over last time. I found in the Asda. It was supposed to be a Halloween edition IPA or something like that. It was not good. I'm not gonna lie. I was not
Yeah.
happy with that.
no, the original Trooper is absolutely a nice lager. But
I haven't tried them.
Shrek says Irish car bomb, pint of Guinness, take a sip out of it, drop a Bailey's in it, 30 seconds to drink it before it turns to jelly. You're close. I mean, a sip for Shrek, to be fair, is probably half a pint.
I was going to say a sip to Shrek is more like a stein.
Traditionally, Irish car bomb is half a can of Guinness or half a pint of Guinness in a full pint glass. You take a shot glass, half Jameson, Irish whiskey, half Bailey's, and then you drop it and chug. It tastes like chocolate milk. It's S tier for me.
Oh,
It is absolutely S tier. If you're talking mixed drinks, yeah, that's what I'm going for.
bring back the beer streams.
Another
Bring
F
back
tier
the-
for me,
One.
Jägermeister.
Ugh, that stuff can fuck right off.
You know, that shocks me, Mike. I'll be honest with you because
I love Andy's Jaeger chai.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
it doesn't even taste like Jaeger, really. It just tastes like spices.
But
That's the point.
yeah, I had a bad experience with Jägermeister itself.
Yeah, so did I. I think everyone's had a bad experience with Jaeger at one point in their lives. Who in chat has had a bad experience with Jägermeister?
Hey,
Let's see some hands.
I mean,
man.
my
So-
experience was having a pint of Jägermeister drinking competition with an Irish squaddy.
Fucking hell, you crazy
Oh, God.
Ugh.
It was literally just pints of neat Jaeger.
Oh, God.
Out the same way it went in, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty
pretty
much.
much, yeah.
I will say, one time when I was young, possibly underage, I got myself a 750 ml bottle of Jaeger, and I drank it to my face, and only that all night. And I had to chase it. I had a can of Red Bull. I actually had 4 cans of Red Bull. I was buzzing. Let me tell you, buzzing. And like you said, Mo, it came out the way it came in. It was
It always does with Jaeger.
red.
And no, Bunny, I didn't get owned. He did.
What's the fucking one that
I actually managed to down 7 points of
Refresher
it.
bombs, is it?
Oh my God, Mike.
Yeah.
See, I prefer refresher bombs to normal Jaeger bombs. I don't even know what the other stuff is they put in it.
But the scary thing to that story is the following morning, I got in my car at 6 o'clock to go home.
Yeah.
I arrived at midday. I do not know where the fuck I went.
You drove to France and back.
He's like, maybe.
Why are all you
Fucking hell.
people speaking French?
Yeah. Asking for direction to say, why is everyone speaking foreign? I'm lost, help.
Oh,
But yeah, that's the only time I've ever drank and drove.
Oh, I can't do a lot of Jaeger. I start retching after about 4 or 5 shots of that stuff. I don't know what it is. It's just the
yeah, everyone's had a bad experience with Jaeger. Ugh. Ugh.
What's that stuff that Scottish people drink? what's that? Fucking hell, I can't remember what it's called. It's like, well, it's quite famous in Scotland. It's similar to Jaeger, but it's stronger. What's that fucking stuff called?
Buckfast?
Drink it all the
Buckfast.
time. Buckfast, yeah.
Okay.
That stuff's meant to be next level.
I don't know if I've
Yeah.
ever had it.
I haven't. No.
Pud loves
Castle
Buckfast.
Mm,
Yeah.
he
He's
does.
a fucking
Oh.
animal on that stuff.
Ugh. Yeah, I'll have to give it a try. It's wine though. Oh, my head just
It's
hurt
not
just
very-
thinking of it though.
That Buckfast is not very high on my to-do list, let's be honest. I'm not fucking excited about ever trying that.
No, leave it out. Leave it out. Bunny said that stuff is rank. Wait, we're talking about beers, right? What about porter? Where are we putting porter?
F.
Mike, just instant F.
I'd probably put that about D. A D tier.
Yeah,
What's regular port?
There's like
Port.
one out of every like 10 porters. I'd say like I'd bump up a few notches, but like most of them, meh.
There's only one time in your life when port is nice. That's when you've got a stinking flu and you have a port and brandy.
Yeah, that's like the secret cure, isn't it? Well,
Yep.
not a secret cure, but
Yeah, go for
thing
it. Just a shot of brandy right off the rip. Right when the first sniffle happens, you just knock it out.
it's nice. I enjoy that. The taste of that is lovely.
Ginger brandy. All right, so where are we putting brandy then?
I'd put brandy in a C or a D.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say I'm gonna say
I agree
D.
with Mike on that one.
D, only to be used in emergency situations.
Yes. Yeah, damn right.
Medical alcohol.
Hi, Liz.
Evening, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Happy Mother's Day, Liz.
Yes, indeed. That's all we have to say about brandy, really. I think that sums it up. Okay, IPA. I'm
Ooh,
gonna
I
go
like-
A tier for IPA.
Yeah, I'll say A tier. Yeah, for IPAs. I love
Mike's
them because they're
just
so
shaking his
different. You never
There
have
are,
the
yeah.
same one.
There are
IPA's in a fucking Z tier.
to be
They're so
fair.
different though. That's what I fucking
Yes,
what
so
I
many
like
different
about them.
flavors, so many different possibilities.
Mm.
To be fair, like your guys' craft beer scene is really coming up big time because like every time I go over there, I see new beers and that I want to try, and I'm like, ooh. Jenny
know.
turned me on to a couple that were really good. She had Mango Unchained, it's called, which I don't think they make anymore apparently. And there was a couple other ones that were really, really good, really nice to try out. There was one called Juice Springsteen.
No,
I had to try it. Okay, I had to try it. I had to.
yes,
I had to.
awesome. I would have done the same. I'm not gonna lie. If I bring the beer streams back, I'm definitely going to be fucking thinging some of them.
yeah, absolutely.
Go on, then cider.
All right, hold
Yeah,
on. Everyone in chat, jumping the gun here. Okay, let's go for we've gone through ale. What about lager?
You've already done that.
Have
Beer.
we? I thought.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I guess.
Beer and lager is the same thing.
Motherfucker.
But I guess there's a few different. I'm gonna go D tier for that because I haven't really met a lager that I've agreed with. Again, once in a blue moon, there's like one that I can go for, but other than that, leave it out.
Lager's like the basic bitch of beers, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like piss water. A lot of it.
What about brandy wine?
Brandy wine. I've never tried brandy wine.
Or no, sorry, no, not brandy wine. Barley wine. That's what it is. Barley wine. Hold on, googling.
Barley wine.
Barley
Yeah.
wine is a style of beer. It's very bitter. If you think IPA is bitter or anything like that, then this is way more bitter. Very, very aromatic. I'm gonna go F tier. Sorry, leave it out. Had a pretty bad night with one of those. It was very
No,
strong.
I quite like bitter drinks, so I'd probably put it in a C or a D.
It is bitter as fuck. Let's see what else is there. Let's go back to some alcohols. I'll think of more beer types. There's a lot. There's like blondes, like Belgian ales. Well, blondes and Belgians are two different things, but I'd go maybe a C tier. Nice and refreshing. Little light, little less alcohol. Good to drink on a hot summer day.
I had a really nice one. I had it on one of the beer streams. Actually, it was a strawberry beer, and it was red. It was almost like it looked like a liqueur when you poured it into the glass. It was so
strawberry beer.
Yeah, don't knock it till you tried it, mate. Honestly, it's fucking.
That's a fucking chick's drink.
It's not. It's fucking strong as fuck.
Oh.
It's really not. I hate like what the fuck is it that everyone drinks? Fucking dark fruits and all that shit.
Strongbow
dark fruits, yeah.
Nah, fuck that for a game of soldiers. But
I love it.
That strawberry beer, that was the good thing about when I used to do the beer reviews, is that I was always going into it with an open mind, and I thought, fucking, I'll grab this one just to be out of the ordinary. And it was really nice. But it was definitely a summer beer, though.
Speaking of summer beer and strawberry beer and all that, have you ever tried a lambic?
What's that?
Painful.
It's a it's a style of alcoholic drink. You could loosely call it beer, but they make it in peach and raspberry and strawberry and all different kinds.
Yeah.
It's low alcohol, and if I would say anything is a chick drink, that would be it. Because everyone that tries that goes, ooh. Let's put it this way: it's red in color. If it's like the traditional one that I always had would be the raspberry, and it's red in color, and it would have a pink head to it, and it's just so you don't want to be caught drinking one of those. Let's put it that way.
As Ian says, back in the day, all we had flavour wise was literally cider with a blackcurrant top.
See if I can find it.
And then you have, what was I going to say? Oh, cider. We're going to say cider. S tier. Love cider. Sorry, not sorry. Horrible. We don't get your cider over here. So there.
Yeah, cider I do like.
Hey.
I hate cider.
I like proper traditional scrumpy. Not the shit you get in the can. It's got to be fresh from the brewery.
Is it true that certain breweries use fish guts to strain it?
That I don't know.
Filter it or whatever?
I haven't got a clue.
I Googled this one time. Might even have been on a show back in the day, but pretty sure they use a specific part of a fish to filter the beer, filter the cider rather. I think it's Strongbow does it. I know that. Using fish guts to filter cider. This is your Google it moment of the week, everyone. Hey. Question.
That was the strawberry beer that I had.
Truly, yeah, that definitely looks like your type.
It's not in a girly bottle or anything. It's just fucking. It looks like a strawberry liqueur if you look at the bottle, but it was actually really pleasantly, surprisingly nice. There you go.
In 2015, Guinness announced they would be implementing a new filtration system to eliminate the need to filter the drink with isinglass fish bladders, a product made from fish bladders that helps to remove extra yeast from the stout in order to make the stout suitable for vegans. Ah, okay. So that is, I feel like that's the case in a lot of the other ones that I was thinking of, not just Guinness.
I didn't think vegans drank alcohol. They don't like to have anything else.
I'm actually learning quite a lot. There's a shitload of answers on here that talks about vegan beverages.
I thought there was something to do with fish in ice cream.
Good.
Something. Yeah, I'm sure there was a certain brand of ice cream that they used like fish internals to stop it freezing completely solid years ago.
Hey, Jane's here.
Yeah, but it's not gross. You wouldn't know it was in there.
I know, but you think about it and it's like, nope. Whatever. Jane's here. I'm sorry I didn't see you earlier, Jane. How we doing?
Another cider I like is the new one from Thatcher's. And yes, it is a fruit flavoured one. It's the blood orange.
But you have to have fruit in cider because it tastes like arse if it doesn't have anything in it. Fucking horrible. I hate cider.
You mean like apples?
Cider is actually made from fruit.
Fucking hell.
So,
Yeah, I just don't like cider. It makes me retch and fucking. I had a pint of
Well,
years ago. I had a pint
when you
of
drink
snake
Welsh
bite.
cider, it's made from fucking sheep shit.
I had a pint of snake bite years ago. It was half pint lager and half pint cider, and they're legally not allowed to sell it to you. So you have to buy a half pint of each and a empty pint glass, pour it in, chug that, and it reacts in your stomach or something. And I had 2 pints of that from sober, and I was bouncing off the walls. Literally 2 pints in. It wrote me off.
God.
Liz, try the Thatcher's blood orange. I guarantee you'll change your mind.
I like Recorder Leg. I think that's my favorite. If I had
Now,
to pick one.
Recorder League is too sweet.
It is sweet. I don't get hungover with it though, surprisingly.
That's because it's Nat's piss.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it, 4%?
Yeah, something like that.
Have you tried Dickens?
Yeah. We tried Ligma. All right. We haven't talked about rum. Someone mentioned it in chat earlier. We haven't talked about rum. Where do we put
S
rum?
tier.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Okay.
Rum, I'd have to put in an A tier.
Oof. See, I'm going lower. I had maybe too many bad experiences. I was asked yesterday, actually. Everyone from my coworker, they're like, "Oh yeah, I can't drink that. I had a bad experience. I can't drink that. I had a bad experience." I couldn't at the time think of any particular alcohol that I would completely swear off because I had a bad experience. And for me, rum is probably like B or C, personally.
Oh, I love rum.
So there's different types of rum. There's dark rum and there's white rum.
There's one called Barty rum.
Do you go for the spiced rum or do you go for the white rum?
Spiced.
I like the Kraken black rum.
Mm.
I knew you would, Mike, of course. I had a pretty bad time on that when I was younger as well. That stuff.
I also like the Jamaican Navy rum.
That's nice.
If I had to pick, it would be Sailor Jerry because it's 90 proof and a little stronger.
There's one called Red. I think it's called Red Leg Spice Rum or something. That stuff is gorgeous.
I mean, for me, it's like once in a blue moon. It's mixed drinks. I don't think I could just sip rum.
I have it a lot when I go out. I normally have rum when I go out.
Man, I could picture Mike as a pirate drinking a stein of rum.
Smashing his glass on the table.
Yeah.
Rum.
Eating a whole lamb shank.
I like it.
I've got metal tankard somewhere. I don't
God.
know where it is.
Oh, Dire Thing said 151. Oh, that stuff. Talk about starting fires. We used to drink. Okay, so one of the drinks I used to make back in the day. Hear me out. It's gonna be weird. You guys have Dr. Pepper over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're familiar with its unusual flavor.
Yeah.
So this drink is called a flaming Dr. Pepper. So you take half a pint of really cheap, really cold beer, right? Doesn't matter, any kind of beer, Bud Light or whatever piss you have laying around. You pour it halfway up the pint glass. You take a shot glass and you put amaretto 3/4 a shot amaretto, and then
Nice.
layer the top with 151 and light it on fire. Then you drop it in the glass and chug, and it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, I like the
It's-
sound of that.
It's actually really nice, and
Mm.
that's like one of the only ways I would ever drink a cheap lager ever again.
I'm not being funny. You just put Coke with Disaronno. It tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't get the fanfare with that, Mike. Where's the
I
fun?
know.
Where's the
You
fun?
do afterwards.
Yeah. So that was a unique kind of 151 rum drink. I mean, I used to drink rum with pineapple juice a lot too. That's good. I like that.
Ooh.
That was tasty. But again, citric acid eats away your freaking
Yeah.
stomach. And lots of sugar. Lots of sugar. What about gin? We haven't talked about gin.
Gin.
I do like gin.
Get that stuff to fuck.
I like gin, but not a dry gin.
What's the stuff that tastes like pine trees? Like Bombay Sapphire we have over here. I think that stuff is
Ugh.
gross.
That's the blue stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I've
preferred.
I've been to their distillery.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. What was it like? What was it like?
It was basically I think it was a 17th century farm that had been converted into a distillery.
That's
Ah,
interesting.
cool.
My favorite gin is London Dry. I think.
Oh, I
I
can't
think
do
that's
dry
what it's.
gin.
Wait, what is it called?
I like the fruit infused ones.
Is it
Blueberry
Beefeater or
gin is
London
so
Dry?
Call me what you want. Blueberry gin is fucking next level. But anything blueberry, I like.
Oh, that's
So-
what it is. Beefeater. I like Beefeater. I have a freaking huge bottle of it downstairs. Need to get back into it. There's Tanqueray, whatever. Gordon's London Dry Gin.
There's nothing wrong with gin.
Apparently, there's a gin called Engine, as far as like engine, like a car, and it comes in a old school oil container. It looks like. That's actually pretty wild. Bombay Sapphire is nasty though. Ugh, absolutely not.
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
But like gin and
He
lemonade,
likes his girly drinks.
gin and lemonade's nice. Gin and tonic is nice.
I like things that taste nice and they get you drunk.
I mean, that's pretty much the long and short of it, isn't it?
Yeah, Em did get me into gin. Fucking hell, she's got more gin than the fucking brewery.
Distillery.
Yeah, distillery. That's the one. Sorry, Mike. I stand corrected. Fucking hell.
What are we
I
missing?
think Weatherspoons has got less gins than Em's got.
Let's see.
I
We've gone.
remember
through-
before she moved down here, when we used to like hang out on Zoom and stuff like that, and all you could hear when she moved around was clang, 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 clang.
Let's see.
You do
Types
like gin.
of alcohol. Alcohol rehab guide. Beer. Well, okay, wait. We've talked about variations of wine, but let's just go wine.
There's only one wine I actually like the taste of, and that was the wine my dad used to make, which was elderflower wine.
I've tried. I think I've tried elderflower wine.
Sounds
Elderflower
kinda nice.
stinks, but fucking. I'm sure my mum used to make that when I was a kid.
I mean, technically, mead is a wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
A mead, a blend of water and fermented honey, has between 10 and 14% ABV.
I never even thought of trying it. I didn't like until Mike told me about it. like a couple of years ago. I never fucking even knew you could get it off the shelf until he told me about it. So I went straight there and bought some, and I wasn't disappointed. So if you haven't tried mead, you need to get it in your life. It is really good.
It's a very unique kind of flavor, but it's good.
It is.
Mhm.
It's so Moorish as well.
Yep.
You do. Oh, it's so Moorish. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
get some.
you need about 4 or 5 bottles for a drink in the evening.
You know what we completely skipped over?
What?
Whiskey.
Oh,
That I would have had as a S, but it would now have to be an A.
Knocked it down a notch, eh?
And that's only because of that night in Zoom with Mo and Em.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We didn't see you for a week.
Oh my god.
I was still on fucking tequila. I was on still on tequila and orange juice at 8:30 in the morning.
Oof. God.
Just like that,
Oh.
straight in the fucking glass. Like, yeah, let's have another one.
Whiskey for me, meaning that bourbon is still classified as whiskey. I would
Oh,
say
I do like a bourbon. Mm.
bourbon for me is absolutely S tier. I'd say the other types of whiskeys for me are A tier. I went to a whiskey bar in Tennessee. They had 2 full pages, front and back, with 2 lines in each
Mhm.
of different types of whiskeys.
Yep.
And bourbons.
There's
was insane.
hundreds of whiskies.
It was fantastic, though. Oh my god, I can sip bourbon. Like I can't really. I'm not. Listen, I'm not manly enough to sit there and drink a glass of alcohol. I have to have it mixed or something, a cocktail of some description. But I can sit there and drink bourbon straight, no ice, no nothing.
Yeah,
It's the
I
one
put I'd put a bourbon at fucking S tier purely for the reason that I never have it. The last time I had it was I went up to see my family up in the Midlands, and there was this guy, Big Andy, and he's Big Andy for a reason. He's a monster, and he bought out. We were sat in the beer garden in one of the pubs, and he pulled out this bottle out of his bag, and he said, "Boys, you've got to try this." And it was a bourbon. I think it was like 100 and something quid a bottle.
Woo!
And he gave us all about that much in a glass each, and I just sat there and sipped it, and every fucking mouthful was like bliss. So that would, if I could go higher than S tier, I probably would with that. Just with that bourbon that I tried, it was so fucking nice.
So
And I haven't had it since that day.
to break down the whiskey category, what do we think about Scotch?
Single malt Scotch is the only whiskey I absolutely adore.
Yeah,
I don't like the peatiness personally.
I like a good Scotch.
Mate.
I
mean,
get on with it.
For cheap whiskey, like a single malt, my favourite is Superstition by Jura.
I have never seen or heard of that.
It comes in a little bottle with a picture of the Egyptian ankh on it.
Oh. That's a different one.
Slightly more expensive. I'd have to go for Glenfiddich.
Oh, I like Sir Glenfiddich. I had a big bottle of that for my birthday one year.
Yep. And then a bit more than standard Glenfiddich, I like the Glenfiddich with the IPA mix.
Okay.
That is actually really nice.
I had a big bottle of Glenfiddich for I was best man at a wedding, and I had a big bottle of Glenfiddich as a thank you present.
Yeah. I mean, downstairs I've got a bottle of, I think it's 1985, and it's the Dimple whiskey.
Good year.
It's still sealed. It's not been opened at all.
Don't open it, Mike. Don't open it.
Yeah, don't open it.
Um,
That's one that when you get old and frail, you'll be blowing the dust off the bottle on the shelf.
my dad They're gonna make this longest story short as possible. My dad teaches computers to senior citizens, pensioners, and he got as a tip one day a bottle of, it was about a pint bottle of Chivas Regal.
Oh, she was Regal, yeah.
Yeah. So it was about a pint, and it was I looked it up, and it was about a $60 bottle
Yep.
at the time of when you buy it, and it was only, I want to say it was probably about 15 years old or 18 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
This bottle hadn't been sold since the early 90s. So we're going on 30 years now that this
Yeah.
bottle's been sitting there, and it was already, 15 or 18 years old or so. So everyone knows that alcohol gets better with age and time, and it gets more expensive. If the same bottle on eBay, if you were to like buy it from somebody that has one, would it cost you around like 400, I want to say.
Yeah.
It was a tiny little bottle. So my mom got the great idea to use it for cooking.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Yep. She opened up a 30-plus-year-old bottle of, I don't know, what is it classed as? Is that Scotch? I don't know. Whatever, Chivas Regal. And she used it to cook with.
I think it is a Scotch.
Ugh.
Oh, dear.
She's like, it's whiskey. I'm like, no. No. And this is, my parents have no respect or taste when it comes to alcohol. She's the one that would buy the bottle of Mr. Boston vodka to make some recipe that she found on Pinterest or something. She's like, it's vodka. It's all the same. I'm like, no, it's not. There are differences. She finds these recipes and just goes out and buys the cheapest version of whatever's in the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's terrible. That some tequila, I'm like, I've never heard of this brand before, and it's just awful. I'm like, no. We can't have mom buying the alcohol for any occasion anymore. I will gladly go to the liquor store and pick out what we need. Just do not let her be in charge of that. Unless it's wine. She knows wine decent enough. Even then, she's got the shitty boxed stuff on deck just in case they run out of the good bottles. Ah. Damn it, Mom. If you ever watch this, get better with your alcohol choice. A Chivas Regal's whiskey. Okay. Well, there you go.
I've never heard.
Which brings me on to the topic of we're talking about whiskey. Oh, Irish whiskey. For me,
Don't like it at all.
That's like S tier. I love me with some Bushmills or some Jameson. I could probably sip that as well, to be fair.
Jameson's not bad.
I like Jameson with on the rocks though more than anything.
Yeah.
Like I could drink bourbon straight, no ice, and then I like Irish whiskey chilled. Personally, I'm sure everyone's gonna go, "Oh, it's that you ruin the alcohol like that."
No.
You could do it with stones then, whiskey stones.
Yeah, whiskey stones.
Yeah,
That's what I've got.
The purists.
I've got whiskey stones, little bits of granite.
Now.
I like bourbon cocktails. A good like bourbon old fashioned with like Angostura cherries and the you got to muddle the sugar in there and everything. The whole routine of it is really cool. I used to have like all the supplies necessary like back here for it, so I have mixed drinks in my room while streaming and whatnot. With the cherries and all. Best place I ever had a bourbon old fashioned was in Dallas, Texas, at a hotel bar. They had this really cool bar that had like a rack behind them of all like whiskeys and scotches and all that stuff. The presentation was fantastic. They did the ice ball, like the big balls of ice. They did one of those, but they first they rimmed the glass. There you go, that word again. Rimmed the glass with an orange peel. They muddled the sugar. They had like the cherries and everything, the bitter, like the splash of like bitters, and then the bourbon and everything, and then just give it a little stir. Oh, beautiful. It was like a $16 cocktail, but God, it was tasty.
Rimmed.
Yeah, there we go.
I wish my stomach liked whiskey.
For Funny thing though, Nick, you won't get any of this in the NEC complex in Brum. That's right, but there is a Tesco right down the road. We'll have a bar in my room. How about that, guys? I'll mix up some cocktails for everybody. All right, we have to talk about the big baddies here. All right, 2 more left. First is absinthe.
Ugh.
That's a total fucking off the scale Z rank.
Horrible, horrible,
Take
horrible.
it you don't like chasing the little green. What do they call it? Like what is it that you're supposed to see? Little green fairy or something? I forget.
I don't have a fucking clue, but it's disgusting.
Chasing the green dragon. CC Coils loves absinthe. Now, we can't get absinthe in this country because it contains wormwood. I don't know what that is or what that means, but there's the whole myth of that you trip when you prepare it right. But I think that's all just a old wives' tale kind of thing, because the routine is that you have it poured over a sugar cube, and then you mix it with water in it, and then it turns white. Which is the strangest thing. It looks like milk almost.
Yeah, I used to see there was a place here. It's closed down now. It's been changed into like a restaurant. But years ago, it used to be a cocktail bar, and they used to sell absinthe there. And they used to give you your shot of absinthe, and they used to write it on the wall that you weren't allowed any more than 3 shots of this particular absinthe that they had, right? So what they did was they give you a glass with the absinthe in it, shot of absinthe. Then they'd give you a bowl of sugar and a spoon. And this sounds really fucking dodgy. And it looked really dodgy at the time. So they give you a bowl of sugar with a spoon, right? So you put your spoon in, scoop of sugar, light it under the spoon, right? It's really dodgy, like I said. Lighter under the spoon. So you're heating the spoon up, you start caramelizing the sugar, but it looks really bad. And then as soon as that happens, sugar into the absinthe, stir it round 3 times, and then chug it. Then
chug it? Ooh.
Straight down the gullet in one hit. But it was in a shot measure,
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked really, really dodgy when people were doing that in the pub.
Shrek says chasing the dragon much, Mo.
But that is legitimately what they used to do with it. That's how they used to serve it in this place.
So wormwood is LSD.
It's a very, very fancy way to drink alcohol. It looks like it would be only done by like aristocrats and whatnot. Good Lord, some of the spoons and whatnot that they use are just so over the top.
Yeah.
But I want to try.
You sure it was sugar? Yes, it was sugar.
I want to try the proper presentation of it because it looks kind of nice. Like, it looks nice. It'd be fun to try, but like, I don't believe the whole myth that it makes you trip or anything. I think that's bullshit.
No, there used to be that with tequila. There used to be a thing with that with tequila. Like certain tequilas, you'd have that tequila worm, that grub thing in the bottom of the bottle.
God.
And if you like ate the grub, it'd make you hallucinate. But I think that was just a rumor.
Why am I not surprised at that, Jane?
I know many people that have eaten the worm, though. Ugh.
Yeah, I've known a few people that have eaten the worm, but I've never been man enough to do that myself. I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, that's what we should get Sean for the next challenge. Is a bunch of tequila-soaked freaking worms. Oh God!
Or like a witchetty grub thing. I think that's what it was like.
Compound
big fucking chunky worm
Joan or through hone in high doses can cause seizures and nerve issues, but the amount in absinthe is negligible. Yeah, interesting.
I'll just stick to Maggi tea then.
Jane's already got ideas in her head. Oh no.
Noted.
So yeah, absinthe. We had a bottle one time. A friend of mine, one of his parents was from Portugal. His other parent was from somewhere else, another like a South American country. Anyways, he went to Portugal and he brought back a bottle of real absinthe, and we just drank it because we were stupid kids, and it just got us drunk and it tasted like licorice, so we weren't that impressed. But I'm sure there's a much better way to drink absinthe. Next time, I wonder if if I have a layover in Amsterdam or something. I think they go nuts for it over there, right? I think.
See if they give you a spoonful of sugar.
Yeah, exactly. Here's your lighter. Here's your little rubber hose. Just tie it around your arm. Oh, wait.
Yeah, wrong place.
So technically our last category would be grain alcohol or Everclear.
That sounds like shit you clean the windows with.
Pretty much. Oh wait, well, I never rated absinthe. D tier because I want to try it, but I don't think I would ever drink it again after trying it.
Yeah, I've never tried it. So
whiskey. Okay, I rated all those. Okay.
Sambuca, yeah.
So
I quite like Sambuca.
Everclear. Has anyone had Everclear before?
I don't know what Everclear is.
Like, beyond 150 proof. It's like.
Yeah, I've had 150 proof Navy rum, I think it was.
No. And
I was spewing, crying, everything, all together.
Basically, proof. if you cut the proof in half, that's how much alcohol percentage is in the alcohol by volume, right? Mm. So if you had Navy rum at 151 or 150, that's 75% alcohol.
Mm.
What I'm talking about is like 98% alcohol.
Yeah, Polish vodka that I used to drink on New Year's Eve, like I said earlier, with a cigar, that was 88%, and that was enough for me. It was literally like drinking petrol.
Yeah. Mike, you're giving us the look of dread here. What's going on?
I think it's just no.
Well, okay. See, again, I really would have took you for a guy that would bring a small flask of it or something out bushcrafting with you because, again, it's more of a tool than anything else. It's a great fire starter, and it will cures what ails you, that's for sure.
Yeah. Could also use it to go hunting.
I mean, Everclear is beyond vodka because, like, I believe it must be distilled, I'm sure, but I don't know how it's made exactly. Moonshine, like moonshine. Same kind of concept. Moonshine is Everclear. Moonshine is more of a colloquial kind of word for Everclear or grain alcohol. It's just insanely strong. It's basically like rubbing alcohol. It tastes like it too.
I've had moonshine.
You've probably had the store-bought moonshine though, right?
I have no idea. It came in one of them fucking Kilner jar things.
Yeah. No, that's the bullshit moonshine, I'll be honest with you. That's basically like vodka. This stuff that I'm talking about is way up there in percentage. Way, way, way up. Everclear goes up to 189 proof, says Dire Thing. I've done it before where you take a swig and you light a lighter. Speaking of dodgy things, you light a lighter and you spray it over the lighter and it makes a big fireball.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've done that before, except I held it in my mouth for so long that it made all the blood vessels contract because it's such a high proof. So my mouth was just dry, and I was like, it was like I sucked on a whole bushel of lemons for like 10 minutes. Oh, it was brutal. That was before I even started drinking the stuff. Yeah, back in the day, we could only get it in Connecticut, which is a state just below us here. We could only get it there because it's not legal to sell where I'm from.
When I was a kid, we used to do that shit with butane.
Oh, God. Yeah. Us kids did stupid stuff.
Yep.
Rice moonshine, instant amnesia. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that'll make you do bad stuff. Oh, God. I would rate it. I would rate that F tier for sure. It serves no other purpose. Like, if you really want to kill a load of brain cells all at once, just take a big swig of grain alcohol. It's meant to get you smashed or disinfect wounds. Last category for me, I forgot about these, but we're just gonna just kind of the general liqueur type of category, the cordial kind of stuff, like the Fireball whiskey, and well, they had to take the word whiskey off of Fireball because it's so far removed from whiskey. It's
Yeah.
not whiskey; it's a liqueur.
Mm.
And I would say, what's the other one? Sambuca and Rumpelmints and Goldschlager and like all those kind of
Oh,
things.
Goldschlager's all right. I quite like that stuff.
Never heard of it.
That's the stuff with the gold leaf in
It's
it,
got
isn't it?
gold flake in it, Mike. Makes
Yeah.
your
Okay.
make your poop sparkle.
Whatever floats your boat.
It's meant to agitate the back of your throat, isn't it, to absorb the alcohol quicker or something?
Fuck off. It does nothing. It doesn't.
That's what it's supposed to do. The
It-
Goldschlager, the gold leaf and Goldschlager. It's meant to. What's the word? I don't know what the word is for it. It like
Absorb the alcohol.
serrates the inside of your.
Yeah,
your
that
throat
sounds
if you're swallowing
great. That's what I want to do.
it.
Serrates the inside of your throat. That sounds great. You know what Goldschlager is good for? You make a shot of Cafe Patron. Okay, you layer it with a layer of Goldschlager at the top, and then you top it with a layer of Bailey's, or vice versa. I can't remember. But we used to. That was called a black Cadillac with gold rim spinning. Yep. Jenny calls the Patron shot with a layer of Bailey's mini Guinness because it looks like a little tiny pint of Guinness. I tend to agree, and I actually like that name better. But, but liqueurs, right? What do you guys think about liqueurs? Where would you rate them?
I'll put them as a B.
B. Okay.
Yeah, B tier.
I'd
I like limoncello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, they make for good shots, right? But you don't want to sip anything like that. Like they serve a purpose, right? They do their job and they're good at doing it. They taste nice and they're just there to add some flavor into the mix. If you're drinking, lager or cider or something all night, you want a little bit of flavor in there. You do a shot of something besides what you're drinking. So yeah, I agree. I'd say B tier. I'll agree. I think that's one thing that we all agree on.
Mm.
Yeah, limoncello and Disaronno. They're the two liqueurs that I like.
Yeah, I could get on with those.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mini Guinness is Tia Maria with Bailey's on top. What's Tia Maria?
Tia Maria, that's a coffee liqueur, isn't it? Is it coffee liqueur?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep, I looked it up.
Bailey's and Tia Maria. Yum.
I don't know if we have that over here. I'll have to have a look. Huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they serve a purpose.
Ooh.
But there's all sorts of like flavored shit that I'm not that into. Like I used to do all flavored vodkas and stuff, and now I'm just like outgrown it. I think it's pointless. It's like just flavor your alcohol with like fruit juice or something, just don't get flavored alcohol except for liqueurs, I would say.
I find flavored alcohols are dangerous because you're not noticing how much you're actually consuming until you turn around and go, fucking hell, how did that happen?
Until you stand up and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, like M had 3/4 of a bottle of gin one was it New Year's Eve or Christmas Day? Christmas Day it was. And sat at home drinking away. M's there smashing. It was just over 3/4 of a bottle of gin. Absolutely fine. Yeah, it was less than an hour.
Woo!
And absolutely fine. Went out for a walk as soon as we hit the fresh air. That was it. She was fucking gone. She was upside down within 10 minutes of being out in the fresh air.
Yeah, like CC said, he said, stand up and your legs don't work.
Yeah, I must admit, I don't like it when the cold air sniper gets you.
No, it's awful, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I was doing the same. I'd have a bottle of tequila before I went out on the piss, on the beer. yeah, I'd have a whole bottle of tequila, drink it as quick as I could. Absolutely fine. Soon as I walked up the hill to go up to town, bosh.
Yeah.
I was steaming in that half a mile. I went from fine to steaming.
Yeah.
People are like, how long have you been out? Literally about 10 minutes.
You can guarantee the cold air sniper hits you, you're hitting the tech.
Yeah.
That's a new one. I never realized the fresh air sniper. That's a good one. We need a meme of that. The fresh air sniper. I don't know how you're gonna meme that, but you know. The biggest drinking mistakes. Go.
I know.
Which one?
Do you reckon that the old adage is true? Like, was it liquor before beer, you're in the clear, beer before liquor, you never sick quicker?
Yeah. I got found one New Year's Eve. I fell through I fell through a shop doorway, apparently. Into the shop, got up, tried to walk off, hit the ground, no hands in front of me, face down on the tarmac, got up, made it another 3 steps. This is what my my sister's fella told me.
Yeah.
Smashed my face on the ground again, and I don't remember any of this. And I got halfway home, basically passed out, and I was like, my other sister's fellow is a paramedic, and he said he found me sprawled out on the white line of the center of the road, just lying there,
Jesus
out cold in the rain. So he bundled me into his car, took me down to my old dear's place. I was knocking on the door, and then the door on my mum's house opens outwards. So I was sort of bent over, being propped up by 2 people. The door opened outwards, smashed me straight in the forehead there.
Well, there's
So I had
plenty
a
of real
massive
estate
lump
there,
on my forehead, and cuts and bruises all over me. But yeah, and I made it home before seeing the new year out. So it was like
Jesus.
half past 11 at night. I was home in bed.
Just snoozing, just getting ready for a terrible tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh,
God damn, Mo. That's
I don't remember any of it.
Yeah,
I
no
woke up, I was
kidding.
like, how'd I get home? I went full on Mr. T. I was like, how'd I get here?
You do the SpongeBob caveman meme where it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah. So beer before liquor, never sick quicker. I mean, that is also true with shots. Don't forget. So if you start drinking 4, 5, 6, and then all of a sudden shots happen, that's a bad time. Then it starts going down way too easy, and then that's how your legs don't work for sure.
And they always say not to mix light and dark spirits as well.
Really? Didn't
Yeah.
hear that one. That's interesting.
Stick to one or the other, and you don't have as bad a hangover the next day.
You know what it is? Maybe that's my problem, because like I have these Moscow Mule, or they call them American Mules, because we don't want to associate ourselves with Moscow at this point in time. But they have these cans, right? And they're pre-mixed cocktails in a can. So Moscow Mule traditionally is ginger beer and vodka with a little hint of lime juice in there. But they do variations on them. One of them is a tropical one, so it's got like tropical flavors, rum and ginger beer. And then they have a tequila one, and then they have a bourbon one. And I was drinking all of those last night, so maybe that's why my head pounding. Plus, I had some tequila and seltzer, which is oh god, yeah, I fucked up. So drinking mistakes. Bunny says never mix grape and grain. I would imagine that's wine and grain, like liquor, like whiskeys and stuff, right? That does sound like a bad time. Never mix wine with anything. If you're drinking wine, just drink wine, but don't drink too much wine, because that's also a massive headache.
Yeah, they say wine then beer is a good idea, and beer. What's the rhyme? Is it wine before beer, bad idea, or something? And then the other way around is a good idea. Something like that. I can't remember it.
Oh, okay. What about let's see? If you're going pub to pub, stick to something. Each pub sells. So, oh yeah, okay, I get it. So if you're going pub to pub, don't mix the drinks in like different drinks at different pubs. I think that's what Shrek is trying to say. What's going on, Steve? That's interesting. So if you're drinking Guinness, drink Guinness at all the pubs, essentially. See, I would definitely take some drinking tips from Shrek. I feel like he's a professional, a seasoned veteran. Shrek says 17 pints of Caffrey's with single Jameson in. Oh, God. Boilermakers.
Fuck.
At a mate's local, walked past his door and went to sleep on the brick wall. His missus put a horse blanket on me 7 hours later, and it was snowing. Jesus Christ. Just a big lump on the next to the wall. I wonder if he woke up with change next to him, like just coins.
Yeah, changing a cold beef burger.
Oh, brings up a good point. Eat something before you go out. Eat something with lots of like carbs and bread. Eat something that's going to soak up the alcohol. If you don't eat before you drink, you are going to have a horrible time.
I saw that on Spooks years
Did
ago.
that mistake as well, by the way.
I think my biggest mistake was getting drunk in a pub on Pernod.
Pernod. I forgot about Pernod.
Okay, what's Pernod?
Fucking disgusting. That's what it is.
That's aniseed as well, and it'll licorice. Yeah, one of the two.
Ooh. Ooh, yeah. No, anything with aniseed, not my favorite.
Yeah. No, I got drunk on it and thought I could take the pub on.
Oh, God.
Not surprising. I've had that stuff before.
I'm going to kill all of ya. Good thing you weren't armed, Mike.
Well, it's the only time I've ever done an overnight stay in the cells.
Ooh.
Had ouzo in Greece. They fucking, like, I went to a pub in Greece, and it was Zakynthos I went to, and every time you order a drink, they give you a free shot of ouzo. That stuff is fucking horrid.
Ouzo.
It doesn't matter what you order, they give you a free shot of ouzo with every fucking drink. Free.
It's a very traditional.
Like, oh,
it's a very traditional thing over in Italy, I believe. And it's like family gets together and they have a big bottle of it and they down like the whole bottle by the end of the meal. But yeah, after is it Greek or it's Greek, not Italian?
Yeah, Greek. Yeah,
Greek. So like, yeah, if you go over to like a family's house for dinner, they'll start handing it to you, and you better drink it. Otherwise, it's disrespectful. But you will get absolutely smashed on that stuff.
Yep. Pernod, have a glass of water the next day. Yeah, Pernod crystallizes in your stomach or something, doesn't it? And that's when you drink water, it rejuvenates the Pernod, and that's fucking game over. Yeah.
And
so don't be fooled by drinking water to cure a hangover from Pernod, because it won't work.
Yeah.
Another good tip: do not mix alcohol and greens.
No, I've done that several times in the past.
What about hangover cures? Speaking of hangover cures, hair of the dog. Okay, yeah, that's a traditional one.
That works sometimes. Not all.
Man, that's a tough one for me. I rarely ever do it. Only if I'm like actually going to go on a freaking bender. I'll do a hair of the dog, have a good meal, and then go back to drinking. Or I'll have a hair of the dog and fall asleep.
A fry up or a bacon sarnie. That's normally a good hangover cure.
Oh, anything greasy. Grease is
or
good.
Mackey's.
Yeah. Like, I would say Mackey's isn't even greasy enough for me.
No,
I go for like
the breakfast stuff is good for a hangover though.
Yeah. I would love a good proper fry up. That's one thing I do love about staying at the Prem with the breakfast is you go down, you're hungover, you're like beans, give me all of the raw crumpets. Maybe that's what it was. I was probably really hungover that day too. Not gonna lie. But yeah, mine is sleep. Sleep it off. You just sleep.
Yes, I did for 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. Sleep off a hangover, hydrate yourself, except if you're on the Pernod. And then Let's see.
Biscuits and gravy. What is wrong with you?
You don't, guys don't get
Oh.
it. You don't understand.
Yeah,
I will make you understand.
that night with Mo, I'd done a full litre of Kingsbarn.
Yeah, you did.
Leader. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
He did. We didn't see Mike for a week.
Ooh. Yeah. You just sleep it off, man. Oh, CC Coyle says weed. That'll settle
Yeah, no,
it.
'cause Shrek was asking what I meant by greens.
Yeah. I gotcha. Well, that's also a hangover cure is weed as well.
Yeah. Weed is a good cure for a lot of things.
Exactly.
It is.
Oh, you know what my friends used to do? Because a few of my friends like were EMS, like they did ambulance drivers,
Hmm.
and one of the first things you learn is how to get an IV. So one of the first things you do is you get an IV. You have to, I think, in the class you might even have to give it to yourself, but you do an IV of saline, which is just like salt water essentially, and it's full of electrolytes.
Yep.
So
Mm.
electrolytes are very good for hangover as well. Obviously, you can drink them, but the faster way is via injection. So you can actually, if you can get a hold of someone that knows how to give an IV and they have a bag of saline, then you do one of those and that'll flush you right out. It's true. They used to go out drinking, partying until 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and then have to wake up for 7. First thing they do is get an IV in them with saline and up and at them and ready to go. Crazy. Saline and caffeine, yeah. An IV of caffeine would be interesting.
No, I don't do caffeine.
Spam.
Spam. I love spam. Not many people like
good shit.
spam. I love spam.
It's good shit.
Fried spam. Little spam with rice. Yeah, I'm hungry.
starving.
You guys hungry? All right, we should call it there.
You also
Mo-
forgot corned beef.
Oh yeah, actually, corned beef. I
Mm.
got some in the fridge right now. I'm excited. I can't wait to dive into that and go to bed.
That's what I used to love about the old ration packs we used to get when I was in the cadets. You used to get the tins of spam and the tins of the corned beef.
Oh, they're lovely.
And I used to swap out the other meals with the other cadets, and I'd just take the tins of the spam and corned beef. And I'd just sit there munching on that all weekend.
Good stuff.
Spam and eggs, spam and
Yeah.
chips, spam. Yes, spam. All right, that's gonna do it for us. We're gonna call it there. It's been a good one today, boys. I like that.
Yes.
This is good discussion. I like that. See, something we can all talk about. Hopefully we'll have more of that next week. What's next week? That's the 26th. Okay, so it's not a new week yet. So that's it from me. I don't really have much else to say except for thank you to our moderators. Thank you, Jane and CC Coils, for sponsoring the show. Don't forget to use those coupon codes. What's your favorite cheese for 20% off anything Shy Tots. You got her awesome new beauty products and personal wellness products available now. And last thing about Jane is that she will be at Expo, obviously. And she will be at booth. What is it? It's she's got her own booth. It's like the thing. The Modders Gallery is like her booth.
Yep.
So make sure you stop by there. That's the 12th, 13th, and 14th of May. I will be there, as well as hopefully some of you guys. I'd like to see.
And
you
just
guys.
don't forget also the coupon code does not apply to the Misfits range.
That is also correct. That of course will go to charity. And of course, CC Coils, drop him a DM for anything coil related. I don't know if he's still doing the code. I forgot to look earlier, but drop him a DM for 25% off using the code Who Needs Underpants. First 10 people use the code will get extra 25% off. And if that's the new permanent code, I'm going to have to update our little banner thing over there. So with that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the chat and discussion. Lovely as always. Love you guys. And we will see you next week. Anything to say from the guys? Mo, anything to say?
Yes, thank you to everyone for tuning in, and a massive thank you to the sponsors of the show. As always, yes, like Nick said, don't forget the discount codes. Yes, indeedy. Good discussion tonight. I'm loving this new format of the show. So
It's easy breezy.
So much better than before. Yeah, it's chilled. It's awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Mike. Pleasure as always, lads. And thank you once again to everyone in chat. And we will see you next week. Yes, indeed. And thanks to the mods as well. Mustn't forget the mods.
Mike, anything to say?
No, just you two said it all. Cheers for the mods. Cheers to the sponsors as well. And Jane, if you can put in chat whether the Misfits are on tonight. I haven't seen a post or anything about that. If you are, or if they are, fuck off over and watch them.
There you go. And that's it. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye. Don't forget, piss flaps.
Piss flaps.